3 talking points from the Premier League weekend. Nick Potts via www.amago-images.de. Manchester City opened up a 6-point lead over Liverpool at the top of the Premier League this weekend, but Manchester United dropped more points in their push for a top 4 place. Phil Foden struck late for Pep Guardiola's City against struggling Everton to lift them to 66 points, with Liverpool involved in the League Cup final against Chelsea, which they won on penalties. Marcelo Bielsa was sacked by Leeds following a painful 4-0 defeat by Tottenham, while Christian Eriksen returned to competitive football with Brentford. 8 months after suffering a cardiac arrest, AFP Sport looks at 3 talking points from the Premier League. Manchester United had 67% possession and 22 shots against Watford but failed to score, dropping 2 vital points in the race to secure champions. League football for next season. Cristiano Ronaldo hit a post early in the game, with Bruno Fernandes, Paul Pogba and Anthony Elanga also failing to convert chances. Interim manager Ralf Rangnick has only lost once in the league since replacing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in December, but United could pay dearly for failing to kill off teams when they are on top. United are just 2 points clear of West Ham and Arsenal. The Gunners now have 3 games in hand and are firm favourites to secure the final champions league qualification slot. Rangnick is scratching his head at his side's lack of a cutting edge. Our job as coaches and the head coach is to help the team create enough chances, he said. If we only had 2 or 3 opportunities in the game, we could ask ourselves what can we do to create even more. But I think the number of clear chances we had today is to be enough to win a game like this. Leeds have parted ways with their popular Argentine manager Marcelo Bielsa after a 4th straight defeat left them perilously close to the relegation. Chairman Andrea Radrizzani said he was forced to act due to the club's precarious position. They are now just 2 points above 18th placed Burnley. Former RB Leipzig and RB Salzburg boss Jesse Marsch is the heavy favourite to take over, and top of his list will be finding a way to stem the tide of goals. Leeds are conceding. The club, in their 2nd season back in the English top flight, have shipped 60 goals this season, the most in the division, including an eye-watering 20 in their past 5 games. Leeds have not been helped by lengthy injuries to key men such as forward Patrick Bamford, midfielder Calvin Phillips and defender Liam Cooper. If US coach Marsch does take over, he will have a tough job on his hands, though he is likely to tone down the gung-ho style adopted by Bielsa in favor of a more pragmatic approach. Only a few weeks ago Newcastle looked in desperate trouble, floundering in the Premier League relegation zone with just 1 win under their belt. Manager Eddie Howe recently warned that the fight for survival would go down to the wire, but his men are now unbeaten in 7 league games. The Magpies, who signed 5 players in the January transfer window, have climbed to 14th in the table with 4 wins in their past 5 games and are 4 points clear of the drop zone. Their resurgence has come at the same time as a number of other clubs have hit a rough patch of form, with Leeds, Everton and Brentford all in trouble. Midfielder Joe Willock, who has scored in the past 2 games, said the club were going in the right direction but warned against complacency. I feel like the new signings, the whole feel about the club, it's made everyone raise their game, he told NUFC TV.